Once upon a time,
Oh my
princesses were called to rescue two captured plumbers. They trained intensely to master the skills necessary for survival. If you can stand up to really mean people, maybe you have what it takes to be a princess. Your mission? To use fire, wind, and water to save Mario and Luigi. Super Princess Peach, only on Nintendo DS. Rated E for everyone.
I swear, Nintendo had the best commercials back in those days. Anyway, good evening guys, hope you all had a good work week, and I'm sure most of you all are wondering, especially my mom and dad if you guys happen to be watching this video, Blade, why on earth are you playing a game starring Princess Peach? Well, I have my reasons, two of them specifically. The first one is, well, Princess Peach has a new game coming out next week, I believe. And like, I'm trying to build the YouTube channel more, and in order to do that, you have to appeal to the YouTube algorithm. So really taking advantage of what people are talking about, what people are searching. I figured Princess Peach was probably one of those with the new game coming out, so I thought, why not? And the second reason is, I thought it would just be funny. I mean, a guy who dresses like this and is willing to play everything from Sonic the Hedgehog to Infamous, playing a Princess Peach game, I'm sure that's liable to get a giggle out of a few people. So I thought, you know what, why not? Why don't we give Princess Peach's original solo outing a shot in anticipation of her new game that's coming out. So tonight we're playing Super Princess Peach. This game was released in, what was it? I want to say 2005. And at the time, Princess Peach was primarily known as the damsel in distress. These days, between her new game coming out and her appearance in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Princess Peach has sort of become, you know, a sort of symbol of girl power, I want to say. Like, very tough, very independent, but that wasn't always the case. Now, that's not to say that she hadn't proven herself a capable star in the past. She was playable in Super Mario Bros. 2, after all, and she's had plenty of outings in kart racing, sports, and all that. But she never had her own solo adventure before. So I guess someone at Nintendo said, you know, why don't we make a game where instead of Mario going to rescue Peach, we have a game where Peach goes to rescue Mario, and thus Super Princess Peach was born. Now, I remember, like, around 2010 or so, there was a lot of talk regarding female representation in gaming, with a lot of people saying that they only appeal to the male fantasy. And I remember Princess Peach being brought up a lot in that argument, with a lot of people citing that Super Princess Peach came out and it didn't do well because, you know, it was obviously targeting a younger audience and a female audience at that. But that's actually not a true statement. Super Princess Peach, to my surprise, was actually a fairly successful game. It sold over 1 million copies, and while the game isn't heavily talked about today, it's still pretty well remembered by all those who played it back in the original DS days. Now, I didn't play Super Princess Peach when it was new. Like, I was... how old was I at the time? I could have been more than 11 or 12 at the time. So I just wasn't going to be interested in a game starring Super Princess Peach. I was all about Sonic and, like, in his dark age at the time. So this game just didn't appeal to me in the slightest. But a friend of mine in college really wanted to give the game a try, and she always told me that the game was actually pretty good. And as I started exploring YouTube, I found a lot of people had that same sentiment. So decided to play for the blog, the live stream, and you know what? It actually is alright. While I'm not going to pretend this is one of the all-time great platformers or anything, it's still a fairly fun game that I feel does deserve to be remembered. So we're going to go ahead and get started. One thing that I definitely need to point out is that given that this is a Nintendo DS game, and I don't have any equipment to capture software directly off of 3DS, I'm gonna have to use an emulator. And I know Nintendo absolutely hates emulators, but once again, this is a case where you can't really complain about Nintendo because you have not bothered to re-release this game in any capacity. I have a nice wad of cash in my pocket. Release the game, I would have gladly paid for it so I could play it for the stream. But you didn't, so I'm going to have to use a pirated version of the game. You got a problem with that, it's your own fault. So we're going to go ahead and play. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm not terribly fond of this title screen. Like, the graphic design on it up here is okay, but there's just a lot of empty space down here. I feel like this should have been lowered and overlaid over top of this down here. You know, similar in a way to how Yoshi's Island did their title screen. I'm also not a big fan of the title Super Princess Peach, but that's really all this game is when you think about it. It's just, you know, Peach going to save Mario. The whole game's kind of predicated on a joke. Man, these colors are garish. Wrong button. This is Mysterious by Byron. It is a land not far from the Mushroom Kingdom, a land rarely spoken of, for Vibe Island is said to hold a great power. Bowser heard of it and built a Summavilla there, because why not? Hearing of an item called the Vibe Scepter, Vibe Scepter? You know, anyone who has ever referenced this game tends to make a joke regarding that, but I'm not going to make it because that's beneath me. Anyway. Hey, idiot, not so loud! Oh, right, sorry. I got a little carried away. Hey, you there. Close the door in front of you, will ya? Okay, I guess I gotta click on that. Touchscreen gimmicks, because, you know, this is the style of the time with handheld games. I'll show Mario and company who's boss once and for all. Without further ado, you, Goomba, come here. Wait, why are you giving the Vibe Scepter to a Goomba? It doesn't have hands. Take this scepter to the Mushroom Kingdom and wave it in the air. Since you once lived there in the Mushroom Kingdom, you'll go unnoticed. Go, minions. Go and show Mario and his friends who's boss. Yeah! There's some really good graphics, too. I mean, like, that's finely rendered right there. Very good. Once we get the all clear through this, we charge. Charge! We finally did it. We caught Mario. Why do they say it finally? It's not like they ever tried to do this before. I just realized I never hit record again. Crap. Oh well, at least I figured out a way around that. We also got the green... Why does no one know Luigi's name? Good, good. The scepter is stronger than I thought. I wonder what limits of its power are. I wonder. Aha, I know. Hey, Goomba. Come here and bring that scepter with you. Is the Goomba drunk? Oh, he's happy. So I guess kinda. This is certainly interesting. So she missed this whole thing just because she was out for a walk. I can buy that. What's all the hubbub? Hey, look over here, read this. You bratty mushroom losers, this time I've captured Mario. Who will save you now? If you want to come get him, so you kidnap Mario so that no one's coming to save you. But the reason Peach needed Mario in the first place was because Bowser always captured her. But because she's not captured, she doesn't need Mario. Like, I'm not sure how well this plan was thought through. This is giving me a headache. Guess I can move this around. Not sure what that does though. It's dangerous. What? You say you must save Mario this time? So you're going after him? Are you serious? Well, I suppose you are quite capable. I'm glad someone admits it. Still, it's far too risky to go alone. I insist you take this with you. Oh, it's an ordinary umbrella. Try opening it. So, the parasol talks. So how is this supposed to help me? You can keep quiet. Okay, this thing is bloodthirsty. Ah! This should be interesting. Make sure my sound is coming through before we get started. Okay, this thing is bloodthirsty. Okay, so getting into the gameplay, it does basically take the form of the standard Mario game. You know, running, jumping, all that good stuff. And in regards to the controls, it does feel pretty good. Peach does pick up momentum like Mario does. The jump feels really good. Yeah, this actually feels pretty good, all those things considered. I do find it a little weird, though, that Peach doesn't have her trademark float ability. You do gain upgrades over the course of the game, and one of them is a glide move, but you use parry for that, whereas in most games, it's a ability that Peach just naturally has. Wonder why they didn't keep that here. As for the presentation, it's pretty strong. It's bright, it's colorful, and it's a 2D game on the DS, which is good. Like a lot of games from this time felt the need to be 3D. So the fact that it's taken the time to use that hardware to make a good 2D game is appreciated. I also really like Peach's animation, how when she hits stop speed, she puts her hand on her head and she starts like skipping. That's really funny. And each level there are 3 toads you have to rescue, and you need to rescue all of them in order to fight Bowser at the end of the game. Thankfully, that's not a huge order. I typically hate that kind of thing, but it's fine here. The big innovation here is the emotion system, so that's where the touchscreen controls come down here. So I'm going to hit angry. So you have angry, you have happy, which lets you fly for a bit. Cry, which sprouts water and lets you move faster. And I guess Chill, or Happy, which I can't use right now for some reason. That's the main appeal of the game, and that's something else that I've heard a lot of people complain about in regards to this game. It's a female-centric platformer where her abilities come from emotions. Because, you know, women are emotional and guys are emotionally lazy. Though, I feel like that's kind of a silly thing to complain about because, you know, that's kind of the plot of the game. Like, the whole deal with the Vibe Scepter is it's causing everyone's emotions to go haywire. And it just so happens that Peach has control over her emotions, so she's able to leverage the abilities they give her. Honestly, it's really clever when you think about it. There's something back there I want to go back for. So you see a plant here. You touch the sad icon. Water the plants. Though I don't know how effective that would be, considering that there's a lot of salt content in tears. Wouldn't that kill the plant? I don't know. I've never tended to plants before. I guess I'll jump! Yeah, I can't make it. Guess I'll come back to that later. Kind of getting a Yoshi's Island vibe from this now that I think about it. Obviously, it doesn't have the same cool visual design that Yoshi's Island had, you know, with the storybook style graphics. But I wonder if that was the intention when they were making this game. Hard to say, really. Go this way now. Yeah, the enemies get emotional too. Like this Goomba here is just really sad and runs around. Yeah, the control here is just really smooth. Though I expect nothing less from a Mario game at this point. Miyamoto probably wasn't involved with this thing, but I mean, he did write the book on how to do a good platformer, and Mario is his series. Oh man, it's such a girly game. I'm honestly torn. Like, it's fun to play, but at the same time, this is clearly so far outside my wheelhouse. This isn't the type of game I would typically find myself playing. But you know what? That's part of the fun of doing this stream. I find myself playing games I otherwise wouldn't give a try. Yeah. Just like in Mario. I still can't get up there. I think I need an upgrade in order to reach that. Like I said, you do get upgrades as the game goes on. Like the ability to glide with parry and all. Wait a minute, I'm an idiot. I just remembered. I can get up there. Let's see here. Where was it? I just gotta put a little pep in my step. It looks like there's something up here if these coins or anything to go by. There is a limit to how long you can access the powers granted by the emotions, however. Like you see up there in the left-hand corner of the screen, how I got the little yellow squiggly line. That's your emotion meter, and you can only use the emotion abilities if that's full. It's good that they balance that out like that. Though, using the emotion abilities is a little clunky. Like, on the original DS, like, they were mapped to the touchscreen, and, like, it must have been easier there because you could just pick up your thumb from the button or D-pad and push the button. But I'm playing on an emulator, so I actually have to take my hand all the way off the control and actually push one of the buttons, click on one of them, which is just a tad clunky. Not terrible, mind you, but it can be annoying. I like how she's falling, she puts her hand down to keep her skirt from riding up. Like, just a lot of care was taken with the animations here. I'm not a big fan of Peach down here, though. Like, that bacon gaze is just kind of creepy. It is cool how when you click on one of the buttons, it does change down there, which is neat. The game definitely has personality, I will give it that. Is there anything of importance down here? Yep. Down the pipes. Now we're gonna do the butt slide. That was always one of my favorite attacks in a Mario game. Gonna go down there. I think else I noticed that's different compared to another Mario game. You actually have a life bar in this one. In most Mario games, like, you either have an extra hit with the Super Mushroom, or nothing at all, so that was probably done to make the game easier. This game is skewing a lot younger, and I would say that is part of the problem with Super Princess Peach. It's just a little too easy for its own good. There isn't much in this game that I found challenging as I was taking notes for the video tonight. Like, it never gets to the point where it's so easy that it's boring, but if you're looking for a challenging platformer, this isn't gonna be it. It's so girly. It's definitely not making time pass terribly well either. Not even halfway through the stream yet, I've got a long way to go. Then again, it's not like I'm not enjoying myself. Like I said, this is actually fairly... Is that thing crapping babies? Hey, now I can't jump. What's going on here? Get off me! Ah, burn you little booger. I wonder. That's clever. Like I didn't already know that was there, though. And looking at the background, it's just a really good depth here. Music isn't that bad either. It's pretty forgettable, honestly, but definitely heard worse. It definitely has a Princess Peach vibe to it. Hey, why are you using your babies as weapons? Still remember the death battle gag on that. What is it with members of the Mushroom Kingdom using babies as weapons? Is that effective? I need to try this out. Maybe some kind of baby cannon? Boomstick? That's a terrible idea. Every time you want to reload, you'd have to wait 9 months. In a recent bit of news, like Rooster Teeth ended up falling under ownership of Warner Bros. And it was announced recently that they're shutting it down. Which is a shame because that means no more Red versus Blue, no more Ruby, which I don't think the storyline for that has ended yet. And it also means no Death Battle either, which is really disappointing because that was always one of my favorite shows on YouTube. So the fact that that's going to be gone is really disappointing. Really upset that Warner Bros. Decided to do that. Like, when you think of independent webcomic content, like, Rooster Teeth was always one of the first names that came to mind, so now that they're going to be gone soon, that's just really sad. Yeah, it's so freaking happy. Yeah, you can increase your viability by feeding the enemies to parry. That's so terrifying. It's certainly something. Nothing up there. Slide down here. There you go. Probably need to go up here. Yep. Or is there something down here? I'll go this way first. Okay, that's kind of cute. She's using the umbrella as a little boat. They're definitely having fun with that. Let's go back this way and see where the other pipe goes. What do we have here? I think there was a tutorial box that tells you about that. Not that you really needed it, it was easy to figure out. Ow! That hurt. Yeah, when you take a hit, the animation changes too. Not the best use of the 3DS's dual screen setup I've ever seen, but it's not terrible either. Alright, let's see what we got in the shop. Okay, so I got enough for an umbrella upgrade. So now I can actually glide. You know, that move that Princess Peach should just naturally have. I jump, hold the button, and I stay in the air for a few seconds. Didn't mean to do that. Guess I can kick this thing over instead of using my emotions. That hurt me? I guess I did just slide into the jaws of a hungry plant. And what do we have up here? Absolutely nothing. While you're crying, you can run faster too, so that's pretty funny. Reminds me a lot of how Starfire powers are supposed to work according to the Teen Titans series. That episode where she and Raven switch bodies, and like the deal with both their powers is they're both dictated by emotions. But whereas Starfire has to feel a variety of emotions, even just a little bit of emotion for Raven causes her powers to be incredibly destructive, so she has to keep them bottled up. That's a really interesting character study. What a great show back in the day. I can't kick that over, so we'll just keep going forward. Yeah, yep. And what is over here? Yeah, just a mess of coins, nothing of interest. I really gotta use the air to get back up there. I think I would have gotten stuck if I was down there without any emotion power. I wonder what happens if I do this. Nothing. That was worth a try. Look at the Koopa walking around in his underwear. Oh man, I'm easy to please. And again, I did grow up with Captain Underpants, so that kind of humor shouldn't be surprising to anyone. Let's see what's down here. Yeah, it's definitely not a hard task to find all these toads. I bet it was real annoying for people who played this game for the first time and realized that they had to go back and collect all the toads to go fight Bowser. Alley up. Come on. Okay. Ah! Stupid thingamajig. Guess we're going up. And can't get them all. Oh well. They're just coins. And I'm not greedy. No! Stupid Koopa! There is knockback in this game, which can definitely be annoying. I gotta find some enemies to consume. in order to fuel my emotions. You think that counts as stress eating? I'm overthinking it. I'm honestly getting a little bored playing this. Like, it's fine. It's a very competent platformer. It's just, like, I feel like I've played like this before. It's just not all that different from a typical Mario game. That's kind of why I'm interested in Showtime that's coming out. Because it kind of looks like they've created an original premise for Princess Peach rather than just, you know, making a game where she just does what Mario typically does. Now, I'm not saying that she can't do what Mario does. Obviously she can, as you can see here. It's just that when you're making a spin-off, it's best to do something that feels a little fresh and unique to whatever character you're doing, rather than just, you know, relying on what came before, because if that's what you're going to do, then what's the point? Buzz over this way. I like how if she just sits there, she twirls the umbrella too. Like, just, there's so much detail in the animation here. Like, they really were wasting the technology of the DS with all those 3D games back in the day. Move right along. Dun, dun, dun. Goongala! I don't think that was really worth a Goongala. Stupid bomb. Yeah, up we go again. I do appreciate this emulator though. I was expecting to have to set it up to where I could use click stop right the touchscreen, but that was just right out of the box. So yeah, if you want to play DS games, the emulator is a great way to do it. Though, once again, always support the official release. Like, do not pirate if you have the money to actually support the people who make the games. The only reason I'm playing it here like this is because, as I said earlier, Nintendo has never re-released this game. So there's no real way for me to give them money to play this. Monotony is really setting in, though. Not even sure what these puzzle pieces do. Ah! Making turtle soup out of that Happy Koopa. Another toad. Why'd I even do that? Okay, so... Oh, I remember this. Red, blue, purple. Okay, so... Red, blue, purple. Okay, so red, purple, blue, red. Red, purple, blue, red. Okay, so red, purple, blue, red. Red. That's a nice change of pace, I would say. Okay, so blue, purple, red, red, blue. Okay, so blue, purple, red, red, blue. Okay, so blue, purple. Let's see, down this way. Red. Where's the other red? Probably didn't need to do that. Need to go up. Up, up. No. Need to hit the red first, right? Wait, where am I in the sequence? Starting to lose my head. Barely made it. I hear a clicking sound, like there's a time limit, but... Like, I've been in here for a while now, and I haven't heard it. Is there even a time limit with this? There has to be. Ha! Up. I guess there isn't one. Stupid piranha plant. There's a nice pace with floating though. Again, I kind of wish that was a move Peach just had naturally. Ah, why you little? Let's go for a spin. So, a morbid thought just popped into my head. If a toad were to eat a mushroom, would that be cannibalism? Man, my mind is wandering right now. And of course, we can't do this without a touchscreen game. So I guess just grab hold of Peach here. And launcher. Simple enough. Works well enough with this setup I got. Don't want to run into that guy, I bet. Wait for the right moment. Yeah, it should just go right here. Ah! BS. I'm sure this was easier on an original touchscreen, but playing it on the computer, it's just a little awkward. Okay, just a little bit this time. It's more like it. And there's the goal. Nothing to it. And if I recall correctly, the first boss is up ahead. And of course, it's Petey Piranha, I believe. Because why not? Very simple pattern. He'll scream at you, he'll do a shockwave attack, then you gotta spray water in his mouth when he's doing that. Which again is really awkward with my setup. Definitely not impossible, though. Now what are you doing? Oh, why not? There you go. Hey, not cool. Nah. You can only get the water in his mouth if he's facing you. Wait, is Petey a girl? Or is Petey a dude? I don't care. It's cute how they spin around like that. Oh no, this is atmospheric. Does give you a good sense of the scale of the adventure too. Where am I? Do I know you? Why am I sleeping here? Hey, someone's coming. Ugh. So wait, is this some actual characterization I see here? Huh. Well, that's fairly interesting. That's not something you see in a Mario game all that often. There are exceptions to that, like in Mario Galaxy, but could they actually be trying to give Perry some character here? Oh, well, I'll be. Rosewood, and we got 12 minutes left on the stream. See if there's anything else I can get from the shop. Doesn't look like it. Rosewood. Oh man. I'm not gonna say anything in regards to that name. I couldn't call it Mushroom Forest though, because then Sega would probably sue them for copyright infringement. What do we have here? Up we go. Yeah, it's always fun when you can get the Koopas with their own shells. Yeah, I've kind of run out of stuff to say at this point, guys. But, again, I'm not trying to say that Princess Peach is a bad game in any regard. It's still a really competent platformer. Great graphics, great controls. Level design isn't terrible. It's got some interesting gameplay mechanics. And look at the background, look at all the layers. But at the same time, it's just not doing anything that your standard Mario wasn't at the time. It's just kind of a pretty basic platform, all things considered. Which may have been the point, I don't know. But it does make it kind of dull for a platforming vet like me. I've been playing games like these for years now. Not a game like this, specifically. But, you know, the Mario series, Sonic, Metroid, Mega Man, Ratchet and Clank. That's the way I came, right? Wonder if there's anything up that pipe there. No! Didn't mean to do that. Aw, man, that guy came after me, didn't he? Really pissed him off. I'd be mad too if someone clipped my wings, wouldn't be able to fly anymore. Then again, I hate flying. It's just another music box. Down we go. These backgrounds really are getting detailed. It's nice being able to play it like this too, with a nice clear picture instead of on the DS's old crappy screen. Can't have a Mario game without Bullet Bill. I think I've made my point. I've really run out of things to say with this game, so I'm just going to go ahead and call it for the night. So, Super Princess Peach. It's actually a fun game. It's actually a decent game. Like, the story, though it is a joke when you get down to it, it's like, it actually does have a few things going for it with Perry's characterization, like all the fun they have with the emotions and stuff. The presentation is phenomenal. The music is forgettable, but I mean, the graphics are great. And the gameplay is rock solid. The controls are fantastic. It's got some unique gimmicks, and there's some good level design in there. I would say the game's biggest problem is that it's just too damn easy. Like, it doesn't get to the point where it's so easy that I'm just begging for the stream to end. But at the same time, it's not really stimulating me like other platformers do. But at the same time, like, it's still a fun game. And if you're a fan of Mario in general, I would say it's worth checking out. I'm probably never going to play this game again, but, you know, who knows? Maybe if Princess Peach does well, Nintendo will release it on Nintendo Switch. Try to figure out the touchscreen issues. That's sort of the problem with releasing Nintendo DS games. But yeah, Super Princess Peach, definitely not a bad game. I would recommend it at the end of the day. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. If you enjoyed tonight's content, please like and subscribe. I do these videos every week at 8 o'clock. Basically what I do is I pick a game out of a hat and I play it for an hour and just talk about the design history of it. I do not play games start to finish because I want to encourage other people to play the games rather than just watching me play them on YouTube, which I feel has sort of become a problem with streaming culture. I feel you're missing something if you're not actually playing the game, something I feel I've proven several times while doing this series. Though I have nothing against people who choose to consume video games in that way, or the people who make this content on YouTube, because, you know, it's kind of what I'm doing. But if any of that appeals to you and you enjoyed what you saw tonight, please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. I am trying to build it up. Do not care about making any money off of it, but I just want to see if I can establish a nice presence on here. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, a good work week, and take care.